something a little different. Hold on, Dave. Walking with him. So if he just walk towards me. Hold on, please, when you cross it. Lift my head really. Wow. I'm working on getting that good. Just like this practice, absorb it, the strike. Absorb it. And here, as you pressures downward, you change the angle of. Watch your feet. Change the angle a little bit, and he starts to go here. So you start to shift a little bit. Absorb. So it's almost like Aikido. And you're shifting a little bit. Going in back. Just try that now. You wind up blocking the energy and not letting anything in. If you're too wishy-washy, he overrides you. You don't have your own space. So you need to find that place where as he comes in, look, the more he pushes against me, the more he goes off the line a little bit. I'm not really blocking him. He should feel as if he's hitting against a mattress and it eventually runs into a wall. But there's that spring action here. Not this, not this, where you're in your head about it. Should I do this? It's not, you're not getting me. It is responsive. It comes in, okay. Easy to step on my foot. Okay, continue. I'm going to let you guys in on something that I haven't told anybody else yet. There's a new version of Aikido Nage, and it's version 0.5. can see what goes on right at the point of impact. If I have this idea that I'm going to come straight in, I actually thought I could get in a little sooner, but Matt was not having any part of that. He said, no, you're going to move back. And yes, sir. So I'm back here. Now I'm going to take the elbow. And again, if you look at him as a triad with a missing leg, that's where I put it. So watch what happens to his balance. He expects a confrontation. But instead, I give him a cloud. Let's try Iri Nage, version 0.5. Hit right with the center line. If you don't hit for the center line, that's what gives Aikido a bad name. You have to strike right for, that's it. Some are trying to walk in on this. Watch out, especially if you meet up here. All right. So, absorb. We're still studying the center line. Earlier we did. Then we went. And now, moving to the other side of the line. Roll him off the line and strike for the center line. As you do that, Luke will either get smacked in the head or do a little bit. Everything's fine provided that the uke responds in a certain way. But if I roll off the line here, she may lift her elbow, but then that's ikkyo. If I want to do ikkyo, she may decide, no, I don't want to give him my elbow. So then it becomes the other move. So again, it depends on the scenario you're creating. You're getting into this arrangement where her elbow is down for shomen, and then I'm coming in. Then you may have it where she doesn't really want to come in. You may slip, but she stays here, creating a gap. So here too, it's the time for an entry, a different kind of entry. So if your partner is determined to come forward and stay on the line, you can still edge your partner off the line slightly, put a spacer in there, and then strike for her center line. And whoops, hang on for a bit. So, she falls down, your job's over. Okay. Again, the impossible. Everybody claps their hands. It's not me. It's time for me to take a break or a vacation. So work the center line. You can even practice this with one hand, although it's riskier. Because if you don't get it right, it's going to smack you right in the center. So from here, Right. Try it with one hand for a while. Here, here. Try that. Just that much. Without even a step, there's a lot of movement. You may go to the side like that, then I don't have anything to do, but yeah. And here, right in the center line. That's it. Watch your angles here. Especially once you put the place or the placeholder under this, then there's the tendency to say, well, all right, now I'm safe, so now I can adjust the angle a little bit and come back. I can push this way, and you might get the technique, but you miss the subtlety of these angles. I'm just barely brushing Shomein-uchi and coming right into the line. Then when the other hand comes in, that's just a placeholder, pretty much doing exactly the same thing. And then from here, you have your basics. So especially if you're new to Aikido, if you just get this opening, from here it's cross hand Shio Nage.
Friday was the 25th, so that's not too bad. No? Okay. He just interviewed here in a moment. Okay.
So again, we're working the center line, and we're going into the 0.5 Nage, but it's going to resolve this time into Kote Gaishi. So if you look at this movement, this whole practice of Shomein-uchi, you have the soft, absorbing, spring back little thing. You have the pass to the inside where you strike for the center line, you just slip by them. And then you have going to the outside, rolling them off the line, right? In this case, Kote Gaishi. Generate energy as you go around. beginner, you step in, you grab the wrist, turn a little bit, step back, and take it down. And you swing around you, and do kotegaeshi. That's basic. If you don't know the steps, that's what you should be doing. Otherwise, you can step back a little bit, you can step in, you can turn, you can work the timing, you can switch, change it to Ikkyo, back to kotegaeshi again. And that's great practice because it's, Sensei used to say that you do Ikkyo, Nikkyo, Sankyo, Yonkyo to clean the joints and to clear the energy. Practicing going from one move to the other, it helps you to become more of an unobstructed channel. So I encourage you to do that, especially as your partner comes up with different things to do rather than just this. Okay, so continue pushing. Then you have a situation where the person comes in, strikes with Shomayushi, and then they turn their arm over like that. And I can no longer do kotegaeshi. So if he turns his arm down to avoid kotegaeshi, it becomes hijishime. If he leaves it up, you continue with kotegaeshi. It's a difficult one because this venue of martial training is that you train against a particular scenario. And when the UK changes this, they're not supposed to do that. But they do. So when you do that, it's really, you can get really down on yourself and go, why can't I do kotegaeshi anymore? It's crazy to try. So change it up a little. Get back to practice. You have to see the opening. You have to see the opening, but then go back to it because there's value in training kotegaeshi. Stay right on the center line. And you're going to turn the course of things here. Or go in with it. If you're just going in, you're slipping past them this way. Otherwise, you change things before he really gets going. You plug the gap and then otherwise. Let's make groups and try that. As you do this, very little of moving your head, avoid moving your head. So, as you do this, it's not so much about that. Watch the tendency to be very defensive. And with Aikido, you need to let the attack in. More engaged. You step right into your partner's center.